Alright, well, mechanically, it's all together. I have to do wiring still, but I'm tired, so I'm going to take a nap. I was up all night building it. Let's see, mechanically, it's really nice. I haven't found anything that's a deal breaker. I have a bunch of screws left over and extra parts. I think I used 3 of these shorter screws, and I don't know why they sent a whole bag, but I mainly used these longer screws, and I still have nuts and washers and everything left over. So let's see, the only things I found that weren't oh, I don't know how to say this. I would have rather seen. Okay, now I have to take this end stop and take it off and stack some washers in here to get it to line up with the little the screw that hits it. No big deal. It's super simple. It's just going to take a minute. All these motors, they have to be unscrewed and turned around. See, the wiring is right there. It should be facing the back. There's a little hole back here there's a little hole back there that, oops, I just hit the fan. There's a little hole back there that the wire runs through. So I'll have to do that. That's a couple minute job. No big deal. Part I don't understand why they did it. There's a little washer thingy that bolts to the frame, and I don't know why they made it like that. It's loose. See there? I can wiggle it around. That's not good. But is it a deal breaker? Hell no. I'm gonna zip tie this down to some plywood, or I'll 3D print a bracket, a stiffener that'll pull this rod down in the front and back, and man, that'll really stiffen this thing up. I think it'll print fine being loose like this, because as long as you're not wiggling it or moving it, I think it'll be fine. But is it perfect? No. I'd rather see it just bolted down to a piece of plywood, or, like I said, zip tied. It doesn't take much to really stiffen them up. But everything else really works well. Yeah, I'm really happy just how smooth everything works, and what parts came with this thing that I think everyone should look for. The LCD and the SD card reader, the heated bed, the nicer motor couplers. Most of the cheaper printers anyway, just use a piece of rubber tube. Yeah, it's just it's nice. I have no doubts that it's gonna print. So I just got to get off my ass and do the wiring. Oh, another thing that wasn't perfect is the documentation on building it. It's not hard to build at all. That's not what I'm saying. It's for a first time, for someone just getting into it, it might take you a few hours extra, to make sure everything's where it has to be, but it's just looking at a picture, it's pretty easy to understand how it goes together, but yeah, it's all down to wiring, and yeah, I have no doubts that it's gonna be going. But I will be, see, I'll probably print before I put it on plywood, but that's no big deal. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. Really happy. For the price, I don't think you can beat it. Okay. I'll be back when I got her running. Take care.